Hi everyone, this is Daniel Carbael, and this is my YouTube channel, Daniel Carbael Music. Today I just wanted to do a quick little engineering mixing video for you, which is basically just talking about how we can better use mute automation in our sessions to get around a couple issues that mixing exclusively in the box can bring up. So basically what I have here is a track off of an artist, Ngatia, his debut EP. It's a single called Where Is the Love. I produced and mixed this track as well as played guitar on it. The EP is out now, so I recommend that you go and take a listen to the finished product. It's something we're all very proud of. Basically, in the midst of this, I ran across a couple of issues just with getting this type of sounds I want, and the plugins that I was using to get those sounds creating plugin noise, basically, which is something that I know a lot of people aren't familiar with in the digital domain, but it really does exist, especially when you're using anything along the lines of distortion or harmonic saturation type plugins or anything like that. So briefly, I just wanted to go over kind of what we have going on here in this session. So basically everything's kind of splayed out, vocals to drums to basses, percussion, guitars, and then strings and keys and textural effects like that. It's all being routed to these submixes right here, vocal, bus, and instrumental. We wanted to be able to access the vocal and the instrumental separately and print stems off with those. Ultimately going to the submix here. Now, to bring up the point of this video, as you can see right now, there is activity going on in the submix. Why is that? Some may say, okay, I have L2 going right now. L2 is a limiter. I did not use that on the mixes for this, but considering that I wanted to address these issues that might come up when you send something to a mastering engineer, I decided to throw L2 on just to boost the level of everything. I actually don't think that it's really attenuating more than a dB or so. Second chorus would be a good... Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? So you have a couple dB of gain reduction at most during this chorus, which is one of the louder parts of the song. So this is basically just to increase the plugin noise. Even if I disable it, you should still be able to see a little bit of noise coming through right there. So obviously with this on, when you send it to a mastering engineer, he's going to master it a little bit hotter than this, you know, depending on the type of music. This is a fairly conservative track as well. Quickly, let me boost the volume of this just so you can hear what this plugin noise is sounding like. And now I'll mute it. No more noise. Okay, so bringing that back down. What I tend to do, right, I have my vocals kind of splayed out, verse vocals, chorus vocals, the outro ad-lib, and then another ad-lib during the soft verse. So I'm going to show you at least how I did this on the lead vocal track. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set everything to muted, including the section at the end here. So right now this entire track is muted. So if I play it, nothing happens. There's obviously a guitar there, but nothing vocally happens. Pro Tools has a really unique feature which allows you to do automation based off of the region that you have, the actual physical region containing the waveform. And all you do simply, you can't have any breakpoints as well. That's another important thing. So you can't have any automation written when you do this, otherwise it won't really understand what you're trying to do. So this is set to muted. Hover my cursor over until I get this little automation window thing. Click it, hold, pull it up. Right now it is unmuted. Obviously it didn't capture this part because that's considered a separate waveform. Simply drag the automation back, and now you have that entire section unmuted, with the previous section where there's silence is still muted. Very easy to do that on the fly, assuming your regions are edited appropriately. I'm going to do that with the rest of the track really fast. Give me a few seconds and I will have this done for you and we can compare. Quick note as well, anytime anything's being routed to a bus, basically I, for the sake of time, just do the mute automation on the physical bus itself. So for example, my backing vocals, which are coming into this backing vocal bus, they don't come in until the second verse, so I literally just pull down the entire bus before the second verse. So now, as you can tell, I'm hovering over the first verse, and I don't have that plug-in noise anymore.
Nested in your arms, could have sworn. Naked on the day I arrived, you honored me.
I'm not losing anything by writing in that mute automation. I think it's just a nice habit to get into, especially when you're using any plugins that are kind of creating harmonics or adding distortion, especially any analog compression type plugins. For example, the CLA 1176 that is done by Waves. Also one of my favorite plugins, which is the URS Saturator. Really, really nice, subtle tape saturation that it can give you. Also tube mic saturation, transformers, everything like that. Really great plugin. I have that running on the choruses just to get a little more depth in them. And with the way everything's set up now, I am experiencing barely any plugin noise. Obviously a little more during the choruses, but things are happening there, so it's covering that up quite a bit. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. If you want me to do any other videos on how I go through the mixing, editing, tracking, mastering process, let me know. Feel free to comment. Links to this track will be in the description bar, so please check them out. And till next time, see you later.